Well, welcome. Tonight we are sampling a couple beers from a brewery up north.
Which is odd for us to sample beers.
Yeah. This is far away for us. This is a long drive. This is really far away, and there's a reason for that. We'll get to that. But it's from Timnath Beerwerks. Beerwerks with an E. This just be kind of cool about it.
Yeah.
So we have their Oatmeal Stout, which is a proper dark beer.
Yep.
It seems here, and the Schwarzbier.
Yeah.
Yeah. So now the Schwarzbier, and I think Jerry, you had this because he and I were there at the same time. You said you had the Schwarzbier. Was it the coffee Schwarzbier?
You know what? I did not try the Schwarzbier.
Okay.
I did buy.
Oh, you bought a growler of it. Oh,
right.
okay. Well,
Nice.
But I tried the Oatmeal Stout.
And you were a fan, right?
Oh yeah.
So, and just as an aside, I had what they call the American Pilsner. Definitely, yeah, that was delicious. So I'm looking forward to trying these.
Which one?
So, let's do the Schwarzbier.
Yeah, I'm pro Schwarzbier. I'd like to start a foundation for the furtherment of Schwarzbiers.
The Schwartz be with you.
Yeah.
That's
That
what
could be
you're
our
gonna call it.
tagline. Our Schwartz is bigger than yours.
Everybody saw that coming a mile away.
Half
If they did,
of
I'm
the audience
disappointed.
is probably like, where's that from?
I don't understand what you're saying.
So, yeah, the Schwarzbiers just don't get enough brewing time. That smells very nice.
I've never even explored brewing a Schwarzbier.
I mean, it's a typical lager. It's just got a darker just grain
this
profile,
is-
which,
Yeah, this is like super dark. Can't see through that at all.
Yeah,
That's nice.
That's
nice ruby color. Or hints of
there's
ruby in there.
I can see it. The right light, you can see that. Deep
Yeah, that
tone.
smells really good.
That smells very good. It's nice and roasty, maybe notes of coffee.
Definitely coffee. Yeah, I looked online to get the stats,
Oh,
and they said a coffee Schwarzbier, and yep, I definitely can see that. I got the coffee in there, but wow,
smooth.
that is smooth as silk.
It's a real light body too. I think, or lighter than I thought it was gonna be.
Yeah, pretty dry finish too.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
Timnath.
Ooh, that is really good.
I'm glad I bought that one.
Yeah.
And you gave the address already, right?
No, I didn't. So yeah, Timnath is a really small town to the east, for those who don't know, to the east of Fort Collins.
Right off the
it's-
interstate.
Yeah, but it's 4138 Main Street, Timnath, and it's one of those towns that you know you're on the main street. So it's right as you come into town, it's right to the right, just out on the other side of the railroad tracks.
A
As
little
they
farm town, really.
say. But it's a really cool. I wish I had taken some pictures of it. Now I think you took a couple of the outside.
Not a great one of the building.
Yeah.
Just a couple of friends.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. So, but it's really kind of. I think, looking at it, I thought it was like an old restored building, but once I went inside, I think it's a newer. It seemed like a newer construction because it was.
Yeah,
It's
I
nice
wasn't.
inside.
I wasn't sure. It was very nice inside. I know that in that building there were a couple other businesses. I think on the other end of the building. But
So why were you guys up there now? For our audience.
Well, yeah. So Jerry and I took our BJCP tasting exam. It was held at. They were kind enough to host it. So,
And this is one of the places you chose to study.
well, no.
Cram.
Actually, not cram. This was
this
our,
is
our
this-
relaxation.
Yeah,
Right.
there you go.
Yeah.
yeah, this was where the exam was held, and then afterwards we were lucky enough to
Oh,
try
nice.
a couple of their beers there. In fact, one of their beers was a Timnath beer.
Oh, nice. One of the ones you got?
in the flight. Yeah.
Yeah.
So we don't want to spoil anything. So that we're actually doing 2 episodes tonight. Next episode, we're going to talk to these guys about their experiences with the BJCP tasting exam.
Yeah. Just yeah.
That stout is.
Is it? Yeah. You've tried stout.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've been just drinking that Schwarzbier.
It doesn't have that. It doesn't have any of that roast harshness.
Both these beers are just really smooth.
Yeah.
It's a really good brewery.
Man, they know what they're doing.
Yeah, that's really good.
That is really, really good.
Getting some vanilla in there.
Oh, it's just dry too. I don't know if it's dry. I think you're getting the kind of the astringent character a little bit at the very
Yeah.
end. Sits on your tongue. Just makes it feel dry.
Yeah. So this is something we didn't mention about the Schwarzbier was it's 5.1%, which is respectable, and this is 6.8. But
Yeah.
I would never
No,
guess.
not at all.
Wouldn't you?
Creamy.
This is
That's a great beer.
this is a good breakfast beer, I think.
At 7% or 6.8, you don't want to skip breakfast though. Get a lot of toast with you. Yeah.
Taking a time for a nap. You just woke up. No, it's time for a nap.
A crowler a day keeps the doctor away.
Right.
We should see if there's scientific proof to that.
No, you know what? I'm curious about mixing these two, just to see what I get. Not that I want to
Purists,
ruin either
pause
one.
the video now.
Right. Not that I want to ruin either one, but there's two good beers here.
Yeah.
I think they're a little too similar to really lend.
Probably,
to
you're
blending.
probably right.
Yeah. That Schwarzbier is killer. I mean, the Stout is killer too.
Yeah, they're both. I kind of wish I'd gotten something lighter now. Gotten a dark one and a light one, but
Yeah.
I didn't think that Schwarzbier was going to be quite as roasty as it was, because I think I've had one at Cerberus, and it was delicious, but it wasn't quite as dark and rich as this one
Yeah,
is.
yeah.
Mixing them together, you're right. They're similar enough where, I mean, it really is just a blend of the two. And,
Yeah.
and it's good because they're both good beers, but the flavors, they're similar flavors, and this is, I think, adds a little bit of roastiness to the Schwarzbier, and
Get a little coffee to the Oatmeal Stout.
right.
Yeah, nice.
Right.
Yeah, that's great. So if you get a chance, I'd definitely give them a visit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I would see. I don't know, it just occurred to me that I'm afraid they might be a little overshadowed by the big guys in Fort Collins. You know, everyone, the Fort Collins breweries. You know,
Yeah.
and these guys are kind of off to the side, but yeah, don't pass them up.
Yeah, well, especially for being in a smaller community. I mean,
Yeah.
they make some good beer.
Yeah, yeah,
It really is part of. I mean, it is kind of just that suburb of Fort Collins. It's right there off Harmony Road.
yeah.
Take that if you're going north, that interstate exit off on Harmony Road. Just instead of going toward Fort Collins, you just turn right, and then you make a left, and you're at the brewery. Pretty much.
Pretty much. Yeah, it's right
So it's
there.
right off the interstate. Easy if you're up that way. If you're going that way, it's an easy trip.
Probably a good place to go to if the breweries in Fort Collins are crowded.
Yeah, I would think.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's the one thing I'd be interested to see what it's like in normal times, because it was small. It looked big from the outside, and you walked in, it was kind of compartmentalized. So they had tables in little nooks and crannies, which is kind of cool. But at the same time, they one of the most efficient use of the space. But
There was kind of like a lot of little rooms.
Yeah.
Essentially.
yeah,
That's
that was
kind of cool,
cool.
though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pros and cons.
Well, I think that's a classic pub setup. Like England pubs are set up that way. They've got little areas where you can go and be private, or kind of private.
Yeah, it could be. Yeah, it was upstairs. So it was actually really cool. So, but yeah,
Nice.
yeah, definitely visit. Highly encourage everyone to go there.
It's a good time.
Thanks for watching our video. Check out our website at coloradobrewtalk.com for more great content.
While you're there, be sure to leave us a comment or drop us a line with your thoughts.
You can also find us on Facebook and Twitter at CO Brew Talk, or follow the links below. Make sure to like this video and subscribe to our channel so you don't miss any future content.
Or episodes. As the case may be.